Won't you take me home? Give me wings to fly. We can run away. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly?
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday, 28th of April. The time is 4 p.m, excuse me. And I've ridden from Cranbourne, headed towards Kilmore to T-Man's new house to do 4 days of gold prospecting, somewhere in the Golden Triangle. So, I'm in this trailer. I'll show you a bit later. You've seen it before, but I've made some adjustments to it. And I just got onto the Hallam Valley Trail, I think it's called. Hallam Valley Trail. Not far back there. And I'm trying to make it to Gels Park for tonight. I've got another 26 kilometres to go. And that's okay. As long as I'm on a trail, I'm happy to ride at night for a little bit, because it's still probably another hour and a half to ride, and by the time I get there, 4 p.m, it'll be 5:30, it'll be getting dark. So I'm glad I'm not on the road. So far the trip from Cranbourne to here was very pleasant actually, because along the side of the freeway or the highway there is another bike path and walking path right beside there. Few hills up and down here and there, but nothing major. It was very slow going though, because a lot of roads would intersect through the path and you had to stop and press the line. And now we've got a bridge coming up. I don't know how we're going to go there, but so far these bollards along here have been pretty good. Anyway, get back to you soon. Good morning everybody. It is Tuesday, April the 29th. Time is 8 a.m. And yesterday I rode from Cranbourne to Gels Park, wherever that is. I don't even remember how many kilometres it is, but I'll put it up here. I'll show you around. So this is my little one-man setup there. I didn't have that there originally. I had it where the trailer is here, but there's a bloody down slide there and my feet were thumping and I was getting headaches because the blood running to the places where it shouldn't be running, you know. But I parked myself right next to a tap, and down there is a toilet block, so that was pretty handy. Some little kids playground there. I'm not too happy about camping out next to that, but beggars can't be choosers. Everything is wet. I was going to wait for everything to bloody dry, but that's going to be impossible. Because of there's just so much humidity here today. I mean, just last night and even now I'm just sitting here and I'm just getting wet, which is not great. So my next move is I'm just going to pack the tent up, even though it's all wet. It's wet inside as well, a little bit. And then I'm going to ride to Coomba Park and then rest there, have some breakfast. Hopefully these solar panels will get some more charge, because I ran out of bloody power in the big fucking LFP battery in there. I thought it was fully charged. It wasn't. And luckily I got here, and while I was riding from Cranbourne to here, I had it trickle charging the e-bike battery under this red bag here that's got my sleeping bag in there and the air mattress. And then I heard it do something weird, and I got on the little app and it said 0 charge. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, I've got to ride now from here to Coomba Park and then sit for a few hours, let it charge up some more, and then keep riding to, I'm going to go to Coburg Reserve or something it's called. But anyway, we'll see how we go. There's a few chicanes on the way from Cranbourne to here. 2 of them I actually had to get off and adjust the back of the trailer. But other than that, it was pretty good. And yeah, keep you posted. My camera, one of the batteries has run out of charge as well. God damn, I thought that was fully charged as well. It wasn't. All right.
Unfortunately, guys, I had to pull the plug on the bike riding part of that whole gold prospecting thing that I was going to do with T-Man. Did end up going gold prospecting, but the reason why I had to pull the plug on the bike riding part is that my e-bike battery is not holding charge anymore. It's 4 years old, and I basically ride it every day when I'm not overseas, so it's been getting a good caning. Anywhere between 35 and 36 volts, it just shits itself, and I have to pull over and let the battery charge up a little bit via the sun. It's a pain in the arse, mate. And from Gels Park onwards to Kilmore, I tried to do it manually just to see, if I could do it, but the hills and the bollards from Gels Park onwards, there's some that you just cannot get through, and you have to get onto a main road, and the hills are just absolutely massive. So I pulled the plug. So because of that battery is like that, it's just a shitty lithium ion e-bike battery. They're nowhere as good as LFPs. You cannot fast charge them like you can with LFPs. So I've ordered all this stuff. I've ordered all the cells and all of the componentry to go along with building my own Life PO4 lithium iron phosphate battery. Total abbreviation they just call them LFPs now, or lipos. So I'm still waiting for some of the cells to arrive in a daily smart BMS, and once all that gets here, I'll be doing a video and show you how I'm going to do all that. I need a new toolbox for the e-bike battery because this one's quite a bit bigger. This one's going to be, the one I'm going to build will be 25 amp hours and the e-bike battery that's in here now is 15 amp hours. So I've had to buy all the little plugs, power in plugs and load out and all that sort of stuff, which I've done. I've got most of that already. And once that gets here, as I said, I'll do a video of me doing that, measuring out a new box, getting a new box, fitting it all in, and doing a real Mickey Mouse job this time, not like last time where I just sort of shoved everything in. So yeah, stay tuned, that's coming up. But right now, here's some gold prospecting. Let me say that again. Here's some gold prospecting. All right.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday the 4th of May 2025, and me and T-Man, we're going gold prospecting for roughly about a week, and we're just here getting everything ready. We've got it all laid out pretty much on the ground, ready to go on a bit of a sojourn of the old gold prospecting. The old T-Man's already done a bit of reconnoitering in one area and found a little bit of gold. So we're very motivated, to say the least. So without any further ado, I'm going to pan you around and show you some of the equipment that we're taking. Got to load it in the car and then basically head off to somewhere in the Golden Triangle. We won't tell you exactly where, for obvious reasons. Alright, let's start at the back. So we've got a sleeping bag there, we've got a big tub there. We're going to put all this prospecting gear, as much as we can, into this big grey tub, so it's all in one go, and then we just basically pick it up. T-Man's got a Mine Lab. Is it a 1000? A what? It's a Mine Lab Gold Monster. And he's got a little bit of a baggie there for it, and two ands. There's a round one, and then there's kind of like a rectangular one as well. We've got gazebos, we've got buckets, we've got rope, we've got 2 new cookers, we've got little shovels, we've got more buckets, more shovels, gas cans, egg things so the eggs don't get broken, so have bacon and eggs for breakfast, gum boots, we've got power cords, lights, hammers, cooking equipment, more gazebos, sleeping bags, etc, etc. We've got pumps, we've got solar panels, which is around the back, is just getting that in a minute. We have this is a neat little bit of kit. This is basically, you put this, fill it with water, you put it over your coals on the fire, and you connect your little pump with your shower onto that, 12 volt DC little number, and you can have a hot shower, and you can adjust the water temperature by putting either more cold water, putting more cold water in,
or even filling it with cold water, and the cold water sinks to the bottom and the hot water rises, hence the little aperture here, let the hot water out. So we've got fire extinguishers, we've got containers, we've got this thing here, I don't remember what that is. We've got a 20 litre water tank. We've got enough room in Terry's Rodeo, Holden, not Ford, my mistake. We've got roof racks, we've got wheel, rampy things if we get bogged. We've got plenty of stuff. And Terry's metal detector is down here. I'll show you that just quickly. There's Terry's little lorikeets, all the way from Yanaki. And here it is here. The Mind Lab Gold Monster GM10. And that's it there. Pretty nifty. So we are almost ready to go. Everything's just getting the last few bits. Pack it in the car and then off we go. More updates soon. Here's the team, man. Say hello, viewers.
There you go.
So if we find some gold, me and Terry might just head off into the blue yonder.
Yes, we might never come back.
We might never come back. Lovely. Here we go, folks. We're almost completely packed up and ready to go. It's all schmicko in there. And we've still got a few things to put in the back of the passenger cab and lash a few things down on the roof. And we're good to go for either Monday or Tuesday. All right. Hello everyone. We're on our way. Me and the T-Man. We're off to first stop somewhere in Bendigo, and we just stopped in town in Kilmore somewhere, had a bit of Macca's breakfast, and we've got about another 50 k's to go, I think, 55 something k's, and then we're there. We're going to head into Miner's Den first and pick their brains, the fellas down there, and buy a couple of things. One of T-Man's batteries on his Mind Lab we think is a bit faulty, it wouldn't hold charge, so we've got to try and see if we can fix that or buy a new one. We have a spare one that holds 8 AA batteries, so
Yeah, we've got to find out where we're going to camp.
yeah, we've got to find out. What's that?
Where we're camping.
We've got to find out where we're camping, yeah. So more to come. Hopefully I'll do a bit of filming inside Miner's Den so we can all see what they've got to offer in there, and hopefully the lads don't mind us asking them questions for my YouTube channel. Alright. Here we go, folks. We're in Bendigo at the Miner's Den. Got to get some maps and ask some probing questions. Which door do we go in? It's the same shop, isn't it? They look like they're doing something there, so we'll try this one. After you, T-Man. Good, thanks. How are you?
Very good.
That's good. We're novices. We're here to do a little bit of prospecting, fossicking,
Yep.
whatever we can get our hands on.
Yep.
We've got a car full of camping gear, and we need to pick your brains, maybe get some maps,
Yep.
and
we can do that.
whatever else my man thinks is necessary.
Don't ask me because I'll have too much. We've already got too much here.
But I'd also like to maybe rent a metal detector for a few days.
No, I don't hire them out,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
No worries.
The long and short of it, they just kept getting knocked off, so I gave up.
Oh, fair enough.
People
Yeah.
knock them off on
I've just said something about on the website, rent. Is that buying them or something?
Yeah, buy them or sell them. Oh, that's a rent to buy program.
Right.
And your minimum time on that's 6 months.
Right,
Yeah.
wow.
It's just this program thing that we have that
Right.
you can get on for those.
No worries.
That's all right.
Cool. I will just make do with your one. Yeah.
I've just got a cold monster.
Yeah, that's all right. So I've got lots of maps and things up on the walls here.
Lovely.
Around the local area. Each of them will show you where the old workings are. So you're around Bendigo, Bendigo Stick, and Bendigo go kangaroo flat.
Well, where would you recommend us to go? We need to be camping as well somewhere.
Okay, so Bendigo Whipstick's pretty good because it's got a campground out there. I'll show you over here.
Sorry, you don't mind me doing this for YouTube, do you, mate? Sweet as. I should have asked first.
No, you're okay.
Thanks, mate.
It's all good. Okay, so this is the Whipstick area here. We're down here at the moment on the map.
All right.
Okay, out here is Notley's Picnic and Camping Ground, where you're allowed to camp.
Lovely.
On that spot. Any of these strip mine or surface mine areas where you've got the little hatch patches, all those areas are great spots to go because we know the gold is shallow.
Okay.
So you get into the little wash gutters on the red clay there, out on the edges of them, coil right on the ground with your gold monster, and only go moving along around about 1 to 1.5 seconds for a swing each way.
Wow.
All of the red is the old timers workings where they were back in the 1850s and 60s.
Wow, awesome.
That's a map sort.
Awesome.
The only other thing you probably know, you may have one, you've got a pick to dig them out with.
Yep.
And if you wanted to, you could do some panning and stuff with a dam down here on Whipstick Road.
All right.
There's a dam down here if you've got pans and that.
Yep.
You go pan there, so you take the tops off the old heaps, just take half an inch off, chuck that into your bucket, take it down to the dam, pan that off quite often to get some fine gold in that.
Oh, wow.
All across Lightning Hill, which is down in here. All across Lightning Hill will have some spots where you can pick up some gold too.
Awesome.
You've got all of your green where you're allowed to go with a miner's right.
Yep.
All of the red is the old workings where the old timers dug back in the 1850s and 60s.
Lovely.
You'll see on some of them they've got a little pick and cross. It might be on, oh yes, there's one. A little pick and cross, that's where the deep mine shafts are, where the quartz was.
Oh, wow.
And then all along the creeks and things along in here are all quite good areas to go and have a look for gold.
Awesome.
There's also up in that area, if you're panning, keep your eye open because there's gemstones and stuff available there as well.
Is that
Gives you a-
sapphires or?
Yeah, there's a
Sort
whole
of
pile
like
of them
that.
here. So
Oh, wow.
this is a gems and all the different ones that are found throughout the place.
Lovely jubbly. Awesome.
worries.
Thanks, mate. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, sometime in May. It's about 11 a.m. We left the 7th of May. We left Beechworth yesterday and we arrived here sort of late afternoon. We've set up camp and we are in Yakandanda. Maybe I can tell you later where we are, I forget right now. But anyway, I'll turn you around so you can have a look at the camp. We're about to go prospecting, panning for the first time in this location. We hear it's pretty good. So without any further ado, show you the camp. So over here, T-Man's got some solar panels. We are charging a one power station and a King's battery behind there. Over here we have our fire pit, water tanks, hot water bottle, tables, chairs, cooking gear, ensuite shower and toilet. Over here we have the kitchen tent. I've just closed it all up, so I won't show you that right at the moment. I think I showed you in another video the other day anyway. And there's T-Man's tent. T-Man sleeps in there and I sleep in the lounge. T-Man did a bit of a sojourn the other day from here to Albury to get some nice air mattresses, and so we had a pretty good sleep last night compared to the sleep we had the other day. Anyway, let's go see if we can get some gold. Keep you posted. Do right. There's T-Man's little prospecting claim there, and mine is a bit further up over there. I'll try and zoom in for you. I've just found a little bit of gold and we've put it in the haberdashery bag to sift through properly later. I've been digging out under those tree trunks over there on the bank, and the T-Man's here on the corner. And what was that thing you found just down in here? You said it was a miner's mat.
No, it's a root system.
But they call it a
But
miner's mat.
Well, the miner's mat, which is your sluices,
Yep.
is very similar.
Yep.
That's why they look all around the root system, because the root systems trap it.
Trap it. Yeah, right. Lovely. So we're also looking for gems, sapphires, all sorts of stuff, aren't we, mate? Diamonds.
How many diamonds? Oh,
Diamonds
God.
as well, yeah. Wow. All right. Here's T-Man setting up the golden sand dredger to make things a little bit easier rather than shoveling it all the time. and we're just about to head down and go through all the stuff we went through yesterday because we didn't have the sluice set up correctly. We've gone through the tutorials again, so we're going to give it another crack in the same spot. And then earlier on, before just maybe an hour ago, we went looking for another spot which we found, but we went a really perilous way to get there and we got stuck down halfway down some mountain. We got bogged, but thankfully we got out. I forgot to even film it because it was so hair-raising. There's T-Man up there in a really haphazard spot, getting the stuff that nobody else has gotten before because no one wants to get in there. Can you put one through? I'm taping it.
Hey?
Can you put one through? I'm taping it. Then I'll turn it off. Here we are, folks. We've come down from Yakandanda to the old Mouldy shop, which is a prospecting shop run by a couple of YouTubers that have gone into business. We thought they were open till 5, but it looks like we're out of luck. What does the note say? Well, that was a waste of time. Anyway, we go back and do some more sluicy-goosey.